Welcome to Jessi Fit Pilates, your home to get fit, toned, and flexible as we strengthen, stretch, and smile, babes. If you're here, it's day 4 of my 7-day beginner Pilates challenge. If you're looking to transform your core right in time for summer, or any time that you want to sculpt your abs, arms, legs, and so much more. Our Pilates stretch day, a little bit of yoga, a little bit of abs. Let's get started. Start with your hands down on your mat and let's come into a down dog. You can have your knees bent, and I just want you to reach your shoulders back towards your waist so your neck is long. And we're just gonna stay here and pedal through our feet. So bend one knee, then the other, bend one knee, then the other, right? Just a basic down dog, or a pike as I like to call it in Pilates. Really pedaling through my feet, breathing in deep, stretching through one leg and then the other. From there, let's go ahead and take your knees down. We'll just do a few cat-cows, really rounding the spine. My knees are together, my hands are underneath my shoulders. I'm drawing my elbows in and then arch. And I'm really keeping my shoulders on my back here. And then I'm lifting my shoulders up, sending them down, and inhale, exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Let's go ahead and sit just on to our knees and our hips. I'm gonna hold the floor a little bit, circle my neck a few times. So ear to ear, back, other ear, right shoulder, ear, or ear the shoulder, back, ear the other shoulder. Trying to keep my shoulders down, and then maybe the other direction. Just doing a few little circles. And then from there, I'm gonna face you for these and then from here, I'm just gonna do a few arm circles with you, up, back, and around. And then other direction, just a few in each direction. And then finally, I'm just going to reach over to one side and then the other, just opening up the hips, pressing equally into both knees. Before I come into my mermaid for a few of those side bends. Other side, side, other side, side. Now, right from here, I'm gonna bring my feet together. They've gotten pretty muddy out here, and I'm just gonna round forward, lift, forward, lift, forward, left. Then go ahead, come to that other Z-sit and side, other side. So just get as comfortable as you can. Side and other side. Few side bends. And then we're gonna come back onto our bellies and take your tops of the feet down, hands under the shoulders. Lift your chest, keep your hips down, squeeze your belly, lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Now lift up and take your hands down. See if you can come up a little higher, elbows in, down. Up, down, up, down. Now from here, full cobra. Hold, neck in one direction, around center, then other direction. So both directions, full circles if you can. You can always be on those elbows, a little harder here. And then from there, let's flip those toes, come up through that downward dog again. And this time, see if you can come forward to a plank and just hold, really pushing your arms into the ground, really squeezing your thighs, squeezing your belly. lengthening through the body. Make sure you're not up too high or down too low, and we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees down. And from here, I want you to come up, flex your toes, and I want you to see if you can lean back, keep this engaged, touch one heel, touch the other heel. So that's the really easy way to go. Touching, squeezing here, staying engaged in here, and then finally you can bring the other arm up and take it into a little bit of a back bending twist. Really great if you've been sitting at a desk all day. And you can add a lean into it. So you'll lean, and that can make it a little bit harder. Make sure your abs and your butt are engaged. You take the toes down, it starts to get a little harder. Remember, you can always stay with any of the easier versions. We'll go for 3 more here. 3, squeeze your butt, open the chest. 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and come forward into a big lunge. And I'm gonna have us raise up into a high lunge, really, really engaging that back leg and stretching that front hip. And maybe you can take an arm up. Deep breath, squaring off the hips, reaching the butt kind of together, keeping the front hip and the back hip level. You can raise the arm, maybe raise that other arm, big deep stretch. Take it down, bring your hands to the floor, and just come and go ahead over. Switching sides, hands come to that front leg, squeeze that front hip forward, lift the knee, see if you can hold, square up the hip, so my hip shouldn't be facing you, should be facing the short end of my mat. I can bend that knee in, and I think, should I have this arm up? Just bring one arm up. The wind is blowing my microphone away. Pause for just a second, keep squaring off the hips. I keep shifting this hip back and this hip forward, and then really lengthening up. Both hands up will of course be a little harder. Pressing into all 5 of your front toes, and let's slowly lower it down. Let's do just a little bit of ab work. So hug your knees into your chest for a second. And then see if you can take your hands behind the nape of your neck. Come to your neutral spine and let's stretch the legs up today. Lower one, you can keep them a little bit, and then lift it. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Really, really keeping those abs working. Then bring them both up, and I'm gonna have you pulse your crunch up. Up. Exhale, exhale, exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring the legs in, bring the head down. And now I want you to come to this froggy position. So feet together, bottoms of the feet together, soles of the feet together, balls and heels of the feet together. Your back won't flatten, it'll probably be a little archy. Try a few crunches here. Crunch, crunch. You'll feel those hips open. Together stretch. Exhale. Inhale as you go down. Exhale. Now squeeze the thighs. Release. Now notice I'm trying to keep my feet together. So I'm not really going all the way because then my feet would kind of rotate out. I'm trying to keep the soles of my feet together. So crunch and squeeze the thighs. Release. Crunch. Putting them together. Crunch. Crunch. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Right from there, I'm gonna have us come on up and just stretch it forward. And let's try to roll back to about your lower back. Come up and stretch. My heels stay down, my knees are a little bent, screwing my abs in, and you can always go here to make it a little easier. So going back, up, stretch, just mobilizing your back, working through your core, aligning that spine. One more time. Hold it back there. We're gonna open. Open. Keep your back still. The higher you are, the easier it'll be. Give me 8, sucking the belly in. 7, anchoring the feet down. Good. Exhale, inhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up and reach. Now flip back onto your tummy. Bring your arms in front of you and lift your belly up and just stretch. I'm gonna bring the leg that's close to you in and hold it. Deep stretch. Keep the knees reaching together. Keep the chest lifted. You kind of roll through your ankles a few times and then switch it on out. Now reach the other leg up, reach for it, hold it, anchor the hips down, lift the belly up, push into the front arm, lift your chest. Squeeze the knees together, breathe in, breathe out. And then maybe ankle rolls, and then the other way, or ankle circles. Now come down, bring your feet up. If you can't do this, remember it's a beginner workout, so work at your own pace. Maybe you can grab one leg, maybe the other leg. I'm gonna bring the knees together and just hold. Maybe this is it for you today, but you can try lifting the chest. Oh Lord, the ground is not even, and open up through your chest. So I'm a little crooked, but hopefully you're pressing evenly into both hands and feet. Big, deep stretch. Maybe you can do a few rocks, maybe not. Come down. I'm gonna have us do one more of those. Let's just do a little child's pose in between opening your back. Try one more. Down, reach, reach, knees together, abs in, chest lifts. Maybe the knees can lift and the chest can open more. Let it go gently. Take your feet back, bend your knees, press into those arms. And we're just gonna do a twisted child's pose. So I'm coming towards you. Big stretch. Other side. And that is it. Thanks for tuning in.